Hello everyone. Beautiful weather, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And our Form Friday today is coming to you from the beautiful backyard at my home in Winona, Minnesota. Beautiful day. So I thought, why not? You might hear a few nature sounds in the background, but that's okay. I'm gonna be doing some gentle stretches today, concentrating on how we can stretch our back and our neck muscles. Something that you might be able to incorporate into that warm-up of the Sail exercise program. You could also find a way to work these into the aerobics section as well. And I found this online, so I kind of wanted to start with reading this to you. And it comes from Mayfield Brain and Spine, which is located in Ohio. I found it on the wonderful Google, but I thought that it was really interesting because it says, what exercises help maintain a healthy back? Well, 3 groups of exercises that they mention. Number 1 was strengthening, repeated muscle contractions until the muscle becomes tired. The second is stretching or flexibility, which is slow, sustained lengthening of the muscles. And the third is low impact aerobics, which are steady exercises using large muscle groups. We do all of those in our Sail class. Isn't that wonderful? I thought that was very reassuring. They go on to say that all of these exercises should be performed slowly and comfortably to avoid injury. Remember to breathe naturally and without holding your breath. Exhale during exertion and inhale during relaxation. So, great reminders of why, even as instructors, that we are constantly reminding our participants, this is not a race. The exercises we do should be slow, sustained, and remember to breathe, reinforced by that article that I read. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you 4 different exercises today. Again, the idea here is things you can work into that warm-up section of your class. I'm going to do all of them from a seated position. I think sometimes we think it has to be done from a standing position, but I just wanted to show you how you might start out with some easy stretches from a seated position and then work into standing. So the first neck exercise I'm going to do is something we typically just do, that side to side, ear to chin. We're going to add, because we're in a seated position, holding on to the bottom of the chair. So I'm sitting up, you got to sit up real tall and feel that pull down. Opposite, so my hand is on the chair here. I'm going to take opposite ear down to my shoulder and feel a stretch. You're going to feel that right through here in your neck. We're going to come up, remembering to breathe. Breathing in, and then stretch down. Head up one more time. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. So now, again, my hand is reaching to the bottom of the chair. Sit up real tall so that you're stretching. Ideally, it's a chair that doesn't have arms. This is a little bit harder to reach on the other side of that. Sit up tall, ear as comfortably as you can. Stretch your ear down to your shoulder. See that my shoulder is soft. I'm not bringing my shoulder up to my ear, but my ear down to my shoulder, and hold. And up. One more time. Feel that stretch through your neck, again, only to a point that's comfortable for you. And then back up again. Now, that's one easy stretch that you can work in. We're going to do another one that's very similar. So again, I'm going to take my hand, reach to the bottom of that chair, sit up tall. So it's opening up that joint space a little bit by putting that hand down here and sitting up. This time I'm going to take my chin and I'm going to point it toward my armpit on on the opposite side, right? So I'm going to look away from the hand that's holding the chair, chin down to armpit. That moves that stretch a little bit farther back in your neck. And then I'm going to look back up again. And again, stretch, chin to armpit. And back up. Same to the other side. Now I'm going to reach down, chin, opposite armpit. Holding that stretch, remembering to breathe. And up. And one more time, chin to armpit. So I'm stretching along the back of my neck. And back up. All right. I'm also going to show you a gentle twist that can be done from a seated position. So again, adding to those stretches. I'm going to take one hand, put it here on my knee with my opposite, or actually crossing across, and then I'm going to reach. If you don't have an arm on the chair, you can reach all the way to the back of the chair. Again, sit up nice and tall and gently twist. Try to look behind you and hold, and back forward. Again, hand comes across to my opposite knee. I'm using that as a little bit of a leverage point along with my hand on the chair to turn and stretch. This is really good for that back. You can feel this all the way into the lower back and back forward. Let's do that to the other side. Hand to the opposite knee. I'm going to reach behind to the back of the chair, only twisting as far as is comfortable. Hold, back forward, and let's twist one more time. And back forward. So again, we're using these to kind of get warmed up for that aerobic exercise. The last thing I'm going to show you is a seated cat to cow. A lot of groups will use this in a standing position for warm up as well, but I thought I'd show it to you from a seated position. Easier to see from the side. So our cat is when we have our back hunched over and up like an angry cat, and the cow is when we put our chin and our neck up and push our chest out and look up to the sky, looking right up at the sun in this direction. So cat, stretching that back, and then dip, and we're gonna move our cow position. Again, cat, rounding that back, and dipping up, pushing that chest out, up to the sun, and back down. So, some great seated stretching exercises that you can work into that warm-up. Now we've got our neck, our middle back, and then you could even continue to do the rest of your stretches. You can do all of the leg and ankle exercises and things from a seated position too. So just thought I would throw those out as an example of some things we can do for stretching in our warm-up for sail class. I hope you've enjoyed it and enjoyed the luxury of having our sun out there shining on us today. Thank you.